Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 30 of our Minnesota Twins rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 27. This is Turnover Carbon, and we are in a wild card race. We are 75 and 69, as are the Texas Rangers and the Las Vegas Athletics. One team of us three will miss out on the last wild card position. And for our purposes today, we are going to play out the rest of September, whether we make the playoffs or we do not. If we don't, I'll probably do some, season recap, early off-season stuff, and stop us there. It is currently September 10. We have 6 series remaining, 3 of which are in division. We are currently 9.5 games back of the Tigers, so they could have the division wrapped up by the time we face them mathematically. But technically, the division is still to play for. We would likely have to sweep them in this series to even have a chance of making up that ground. Other than that, fun little wild card race here. A little bit annoying that we're not playing either the A's or the Rangers down the stretch. I think that would be fun. The last time we played either of those teams was all the way in June. Yeah, we played the Rangers and the A's in June into July. So that is where things stand. Last we left off to end last episode, we had pretty iffy results, I would say, to end August. We unfortunately got cooked by the Guardians, the Diamondbacks, but we did well against the Padres, the Giants, including a shutout, which, trust me, we don't get many of those. Mariners took us to school a little bit, and then we took 2 out of 3 to the White Sox before losing the series to the Rays. And then just last time, we beat the Guardians 6-3 off of a 5-inning fifth that included a grand slam from our star first baseman, Luke Keeschel, who is currently in his first year of his 8-year contract. For our September call ups, we called up 2 players, first of which was Justin Tapa, who we wanted as some relief help. Connor Prelip also called up in early September when Watanabe went down with his injury. And then I decided to go to a 6-man rotation. John Klein rejoins the rotation. He pitched 5 games in AAA, did not do particularly well. ERA is 7, 1.7 whip, 5.1 walks per 9. Not great. But he did pretty well in his 2 starts so far in this month. And he is one of the guys fighting for a rotation spot next season. Other point of note, Byron Buxton, who has been out since the 1st of August, is going to return in a week. So he is going to rejoin the lineup and get some ABs here down the stretch. Without further ado, we are going to begin the series against the Yankees. Game 1, Framber Valdez against Corey Bell, a good old-fashioned long reliever turned starter who they acquired at the deadline, and so far it's not going great. We're rolling out pretty bog standard lineup that we've had for the last bit. I am going to sit Gabriel Gonzalez. He's starting to slump quite a bit. His on-base percentage, especially, I believe at the beginning of September was like a 350. It's now down to a 330. So he's going to sit for a bit. I am going to give Henry Mendez some more reps as we get closer to Buxton coming back, because he will be the corresponding move down to AAA. So, Fromber on the mound against the always terrifying New York Yankees. Clean first inning for them, and Volpe and Luis Garcia are aboard for Aaron Judge, who hits it into left. Fair, firm but fair. As I am doing this episode 28 is currently uploading to YouTube, trying to get YouTube up closer to present. I think there was one point in this series they were like 5 episodes behind. That's just too many. So trying to keep them about 2 to 3 episodes behind is where we want to live. I do not want to talk about the fact that Mark Vientos just hit an RBI double and we're already down 3-0. And Grisham walks. Fromber is at 26 pitches. Make that 30. Max Muncy gets aboard. Not exactly how you want to start a wild card hunt. We do get the out at home. Very nice from Eduardo. And Ahmad Mazario grounds out to the catcher. Nothing doing offensively. Oh, boy. Judge, don't do it. We're okay. We are okay. I do want to give a really quick shout out to everyone who has commented on some of the recent YouTube episodes. Got a lot more comments on those than certainly the first, 20 or so of the series. So thank you for that. I try to reply to all of them. I believe I am caught up as Campos flies out to center. Maedroth with the chopper. Beats it out. Light work. Never worried. All right, Walker Jenkins up with 2 men on, and he flies out to right. That is going to help nobody. All right, Luke, redeem yourself. And a laser into right field. That should score 1. Indeed, it does. Alan Roden makes it home, and Maedroth was safe at third. We are obviously going to go for the steal on Ascara because the man has an arm of 45 and he has thrown out 37%. I'll round up and just call it 38. That's very impressive. How? He has a 45 arm. I mean, Luke Keeschel is a coward. All right, fine. You don't want to go? Don't go. Well, let's let Trey Morgan hit. And he walked him. Cool. Trey Morgan is going to get some more DH reps with Gonzalez going to the bench, which will also help because Trey Morgan is currently angry that he is not a starter, as Culpepper with a 2 RBI single. And we have tied this ball game before Royce Lewis grounds out. All right. We go to the third, and a solo shot from Jason Dominguez. Fair enough. I'm still going to keep playing Erod. I think, unfortunately, we've come to the conclusion his bat is just not MLB level. However, he's a plus defender. He's got great speed. So I'd rather play him more now, and then when Byron Buxton gets back, he can just slide back into that fourth outfielder off the bench roll, and a Scar with a home run. Really? The man has 3 home runs before this all year, Fromber. But hey, this is also why you have a 9-man bullpen in September. For when guys get blown up. As Trey Morgan flies out to left, I also forgot to notice that Luke Keeschel had an RBI double. Neat. And Culpepper grounds out. All right, we turn now to the bottom of the 5th. I don't have that many guys ready to rock and roll. I think David Festa might be my sacrifice. Max Muncy, what are your splits? You are so much worse against lefties, so we're going to leave Fromber in to face Muncy. And he swung at the 3-0 pitch and popped it up to third. Fair enough. Fair enough. Rodon and Campos are aboard for Meidroth. He's 2 for 2 today. Hits it up to center. Easy grab from Trent Grisham. All right. That's it for Fromber. Not a good outing from him at all, but so be it. And Festa allows a leadoff double. Not like this. All right, well, we get one. Strikeout here would be lovely. Infield pop-up, result is the same. All right, Luis. Hits it to first. Luke is there. We are A-okay. All right. Trying to think who I want if this turns into a potential save situation. Walker Jenkins is aboard, so it very well might. Keisha walks. Oh boy. I'm debating pinch hitting for Trey Morgan here, since it is a lefty. Let's look at the old splits. Yeah, I think we're going to pinch hit here. Give Gonzalez the bat. And he promptly hits it to third for the... No, he's safe. Wow, I think that was a very slow throw arc there. Let's go to Culpepper. Hits it into left. That's down. That should score one. Bases remain loaded. Royce Lewis hits it to third. They go home to get the runner. Back to first. Not in time. So we essentially lose an out there for free. I'm going to pinch hit for Erod. Mendez is going to take up the bat. And he hits it to the catcher. The throw is late, and he has an infield single. The lead is now ours. I think I'm going to leave Festa in at least to start the seventh, though. Rodon hits it to the pitcher. They go home. Back to first. Not in time. We're just dinking and dunking our way to victory. And Campos grounds out. I mean, bases loaded, no outs. You get 2 runs. I don't know. All right, Walker is going to go to center. Mendez goes to left. I'm going to warm up Cole Sands. In an ideal world, though, Festa gets me 2 outs. Aaron Judge walking is fine. I can live with that. What I can't live with is Dominguez hitting it off the wall. That gets a little worse. Come on, buddy. Get Vientos at least. Well, he did. Judge does not run. I'll let him face Grisham. That's going to get down. All right, tie ball game. We're going to go to Cole Sands to face Max Muncy. Pops it up to right. That'll be caught, but it's going to score the go-ahead run from third. Man. Yeah, Rosario flies out to end the inning. Not great from Festa, but what can you do? Nothing for us in the 8th. All right, we're going to get Mason Montgomery warming up in case we tie or take the lead. Cam Schlittler coming in relief. Interesting. Has he been a reliever? Yeah, they've had him as both. He's been much better as a reliever. Royce hits it to center, but that's going to get grabbed. That means that Mendez is our final out. Grounder to first. In time. We lose 7-6. I think, on the one hand, our pitching staff allowed 7 runs. On the other hand, we left 23 men on. Campos and Royce Lewis combined for 10 of that. Not great. All right, we're going to go to game 2, and I'm going to sim it with Joe Ryan on the mound. We lose 4-5, and Joe Ryan picked up a sore back. Lovely. Connor Prelip gave up 3 runs. Ouch. Ryan Walker technically blew the save. Wow, this was a wild lineup. They had Mendez in left, McKinstry at short, Erod batted ninth, Keishel led off. That's a choice. All right. We go to game 3 to try to salvage anything from this series. I'm going to give Erod the day off. Walker's going to go to center. I'll have... I don't love starting Mendez, especially with his current injury. So I think I'll give Trey Morgan the bat. Culpepper is cold, but there's not much I really want to do about that because I have like 0 interest in this point of playing McKinstry. Like he's really there for defense and break glass in case of. All right, Keishel's on second for Gonzalez, who rifles it into left and gone. 2-run shot. All right, that should end his cold streak at least. His slugging is back above 400. Kind of sad that that's the bar as Rushman gets it down. Very good, sir. On to second. And Royce pops it up. I don't think that will move the checks notes 30 speed Rushman. Well, you never know. Trey Morgan gets it down. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. 3-0. And Roden grounds out. But hey, we struck first. Now let's see if Taj Bradley can lock him down. And now Meidroth, Culpepper at the corners. We're going to have Culpepper steal for obvious reasons. No throw. Easy. Light work. Good thing, too, is Walker hits to center. That should advance both runners and get us our 4th run. Now Culpepper is on third. And that is where he will remain. Luke grounds out. And Gabe grounds out. All right. We turn to the second, or the third, rather, I should say, and a solo shot from Trey Morgan. Very nice to see from him. I get that he's upset with not playing because he was our starting DH next year. You know what I mean? But it's just unfortunate. We don't really have a role for him. Because right now, in terms of next year, Alan Roden currently has a 300 average, 790 OPS, and defensively in right He has a zone rating of 3. He does have a negative arm, which isn't nothing, but his range is okay and his zone rating is fine. So if Rodin is our starting right fielder, that means Gonzalez probably goes to DH as Maedroth gets the RBI there. Or what we may end up doing, and I don't want to because it makes the worse defensively at 2 spots. If we do have Walker Jenkins at center, that opens up left for literally anyone. Oh no, Taj Bradley's hurt. How bad? Back spasms for a week. It doesn't impact his throwing, though. We'll see. There is an off day in the middle there, so we'll see how that shakes out. All right, Festa is coming in to face Ben Rice. And he gets in. Never mind, that got down. I don't get what that animation is showing. Oh boy, and Trent Grisham, it's a 2-run shot. David Festa not having a good series as he's given up 4 runs in an inning and a third worth of outs. Yikes. Meanwhile, for those interested, the U.S. men's national team just announced their roster. Diego Luna not on it. I'd have put him on. You need a fiery midfielder. Rutschman, off the wall. One of these days, I'll get more than 1 home run at this cursed park. Well, Royce tried. It didn't work, but he tried. All right, Trey. He's 2 for 2 already. Can he make it 3 for 3? Not quite. In front of the lemon soda sign. Also, a little bit insane that Adley Rutschman didn't go to third there on that fly out. He makes it home regardless, but like Valera was the furthest away he could possibly be from third base. Literally in this whole park, that is the furthest away. Maedroth takes the walk. Culpepper grounds out. All right. Well, we get 1 more run, I should say. All right, clean 5th. That's going to be it for Festa. I just don't think he has it. I think the Yankees have his number. Gonzalez walks, bases loaded. Rutschman struck him out. Looking Adley. Wild pitch. Nobody advances, which is the correct decision. And Royce Lewis walks. Trey Morgan. Here we go. Come on. Hits it into right. That's down. Trey Morgan, have yourself a series. 2 RBI single, 10-2 ball game. Let's sit Mason down so he doesn't get tired. Wild pitch moves everybody over. How many pitches is Festa on? 25. Okay, yeah, he's done. All right, Rodin takes the walk. Maedroth hits it into center. Let's keep it going, folks. Where was this? Well, to be fair, game 1, we did score 6 runs. We're going to pinch hit for Culpepper. We're going to give Zach McKinstry the bat. Flies that to center. That should score Trey Morgan. And it does. Very nice sac fly there. Yeah, I'll pinch it for Walker. I'm just going to bring in Erod now. And he grounds out to the pitcher. Fair play. Fair play. All right, so defensively, we're going to get a little weird. I think Maedroth can move to short, and I'll have McKinstry take second. Actually, Festa can face Alex Freeland. Let's see if we can get another out. Gets the pop up. Very good. All right, that'll be it for him. Mason Montgomery for the rest of the sixth. Ben Rice is on second. I'm not worried. Grisham walks. Valera pops it up to left. Very nice from Gabe. Keuchel swings at the 3-1 and tragically flies out to center. It's fine. Yeah, we'll pinch it here. Give Mendez the bat. Empty the bench a little bit, as you do. If you're not going to empty the bench up by 10, like, come on. I'm going to let Rutschman hit. I think I'll have Campos come in for Trey Morgan next inning. Mendez can take left. Pitching wise, let's get Funderburk warming up. Oh boy. Don't walk Max Muncy. You did. Bellinger hits it up into right. That's going to be caught. I'll let him face Volpe, and that'll be it. Very good. All right, we're going to go Cody Funderburk. Wild pitch moves him over. I'm not that concerned about that with 2 outs. And Freeland strikes out. See, we're okay. We are A-okay. Royce pops up. I'll clap Trey in, and we will have Ryan Campos get the AB. And he gets it down and right. There we go. And Rodin lines out very tragically. Swing and a miss. All right, Cody, give me the 8th. Good man. And then we'll bring in Tapa for the 9th. Justin, dude, like, I'm going to be honest with you. Just give me 3 outs. Bases are loaded for Alex Freeland. They have not pinch hit Judge at any point. And he gets the double play, and we take a win for Pride, 12-2. Very nice. Very good day, especially with Taj Bradley going out in the 4th inning. So we'll see how the off days work. Here, let me advance twice. Wow, still a week. Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens. Because with 6 pitchers in the off day, I can pitch around him for a bit. All right, now we have the Royals, who currently sit 67 and 79. Mathematically, I believe the Tigers are going to clinch the division unless we effectively win out like crazy. We are going to sim game 1 with Zebby on the mound. Oh, we lose 0-4. 2 hits on the day. Zebby got popped a little bit. Cole Sands came in, gave up a run. Down we go again. Yikes. All right, let's go to game 2. Erod is cold. Well, fair. We'll move Rodin to the bench. I'm going to give Luke Keeschel a rare off day. Trey Morgan's going to first. Gonzalez is DHing. Mendez is going to right. Let's rock and roll. All right, Connolly early on the mound, the prize of the trade deadline. Gabe's on second for Rushman. And he promptly grounds out. Nothing doing there. You got this, Conley. Good man. Uh-oh. Caglione is on second for Mickey Moniak, who hits it off the wall and left. Ay, 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 ay. You got this, Conley. Oh, boy, they scored 3 on him. Yeah, I think in terms of like a wild card playoff race, what may doom us is just our wildly inconsistent starting pitching. And that's part of the reason I called John Klein up. It's because we know what we're getting with John Klein. He's going to give us 5 innings, 1 to 2 runs allowed, and a bajillion strikeouts. All right, so our bullpen is almost everyone outside of Sands and Funderburk is good to go. So there is that. Erod strikes out. Mendez flies out. And Maidroff might beat this out at third, and he does because there's no throw whatsoever. Fair enough. Culpepper grounds out anyway. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Conley early, his day is done. We're going to turn to Festa, who allowed a RBI double to Caglione. Fair enough. Not looking good for us. Not looking good at all. Walker is on second for Trey. I'll take that trade. Gets me a runner at third, only 1 out. All right, don't be hurt, don't be hurt, don't be hurt. And he is. Oh, and they had to take him out. How bad? Bruised thigh 1 week. That's a yikes. All right, McKinstry is going to come into pinch run. I am going to run on Jensen. All right, McKinstry gets the steal because I really don't want to get doubled up here. Adley struck out. We go to Royce Lewis. Popped it up. Man, we just cannot help ourselves, can we? At the moment, McKinstry's going to stay in at DH. I might pinch hit for him later. We'll see. Yeah, I don't really want to burn Festa here. We'll go Ryan Walker for the 7th. Ryan, buddy, I'm going to be frank with you. Thank you. We're okay. I wasn't worried at all. And then we'll have Prelip take the 8th. All right, Jenkins gets it down. I don't know if I want to try the steal because his speed is only a 50. Trey Morgan flies out to right. I'm going to let McKinstry hit. And he himself got hit. That's 2 runners now. We're going for the double steal. And both men are safe. And it's an error. Jenkins scores McKinstry into third. Okay. If Rushman can hit a home run, no such luck. He hits it to short. McKinstry is safe. I'm going to leave Rushman as the runner. That might come back to haunt me. We'll see. We're going to pinch hit for Erod. Rodin's going to get the bat. Hits it into center. That's down. Rutschman goes to third. All right, Mendez. Be a hero. Nope. Struck out on a full count. Okay, so defensively, this is going to be a horrendous defense. We're going to go Jenkins at center, Mendez left, Roden right. Prelip comes in for the eighth. Clean. All right, here we go. 2 runs to tie. 3, we take the lead. Meidroth swings at a 3-1 and promptly flies out. I guess just in case we tie it up, I'll get Keckering warming. Swing and a miss from Culpepper. Jenkins is our last out. And he goes down swinging 2. That's back-to-back series. We have now lost. Not great for the playoff hunt, it must be said. Yeah, I mean, no one had more than 1 hit. Tough to win a game when that happens. All right, let's look at Gabe's injury really quick. Bruised thigh, minimal running. Oh, Mendez is finally back to full strength. That strained hamstring was a 5-week injury. I mean, he's already on the bench now, so I don't really want to move him. Do I want to skip? Actually, no, I can't afford to skip John Klein's start because Taj is 4. So let's do some math here. Klein gets Kansas City. Detroit is Fromber, Joe Ryan, Zebby. Taj is back for the series after. Yep, that math works. All right. Klein will get the start. Looks like Rutschman is getting the day off. Do I want Meidroth to get a day off? I think I'm actually okay with that because it also keeps Trey Morgan in the lineup as of late. Gabe at DH is fine. All right, let's rock. Little bit of a rotated team. But we'll see if we can get anything going. Oh, John. Don't do this to me, Bobby Witt. Don't do it to me. Third, second for 1, first for 2. Thank you, Royce. See, I was never worried. Oh, boy. Runners at the corners. Michael Massey. Hits it into right. That's going to score 1. Yeah, I think that's the problem. That's the argument against John Klein as our 5th starter next season is like he'll get you 5 innings. He's going to allow 1 to 2 runs every time. And at a certain point, he will get blown up for like 6. Yeah, like he gave up 3 at Kansas City last time, 4 at Baltimore. He's done okay since coming back, though. Let's see if he can get Jensen. And he does. Good man. All right, Gabe, justify your spot in the starting lineup. Not quite. Yeah, and with a bruised thigh, he's going to be the slowest runner in the history of the world. Though Mendez with a strained hamstring was slower. Royce grounds out. Bottom of the 4th we go. Clean inning from Klein. He is on 90 pitches. I might honestly pull him now. Which is rough, but benefit of having a 9-man bullpen. We can do it. And our outfielders go down. Campos flies out to left. All right. Mick Abel is going to come in to face the top of the Royals order. And the first 2 are aboard. What about the third? I thought that was gone. right off the bat. But merely the sac fly to move Miguel Garcia. Bobby Witt just swung at a pitch in the opposite batter's box. Fair enough. And Collins hits in the fielder's choice. All right, that could have been very bad, but we're okay. Solo shot from Jenkins ties it up. And Carter Jensen solo shot takes it. Uh-oh. Well, Mick has been suspended for 4 games, which that's rough, but fair enough. Mason at 14 pitches, he should be okay. Mendez, Morgan are aboard. Roden, 2-0 count. Dahl lined out to first. Come on, Campos. Slider, fastball, sinker, cutter, curveball. Leave some pitches for the rest of us. I think Ryan Campos's bat not being good is surprising. Oh. We knew the defense would be bad. I did not think the bat would be a struggle. Mason, I believe in you. Rats. Jensen hits it off the wall. Don't think that scores him from first. It doesn't. No, it does not. They got him going home. Anything for the 8th for us? Keishel and Gaber aboard. Do I pinch hit for Trey? No, you want to be a starter, Trey? And he pops it up to center. There goes that. All right. Prelip will get the 8th. And Gutierrez with a leadoff double. And the pass squatch brings him home with a failed dive by Walker Jenkins. And then, like Kitty Pryde, he disappears into the outfield wall. Oh, brother. I am going to pull an audible. I'm going to bring in Keckering to face Miguel Garcia. Well, that didn't go well. Line drive into left, 4-1, and he balked. Good God. Has a relief pitcher had such a bad 2 months to end the season ever before? I think you would be hard pressed to find one. Like, he could end up with a 4.5 ERA. That's just where we're at. He's at a 4.7 right now. I'm assuming he's going to get like 2 good at. Oh my God, he walked Caglione. Well, all right, he got Bobby Witt at least. And he walked Isaac Collins. Man alive. Well, Roden is on second. Combos strikes out looking. We are swept by the Kansas City Royals. Orion Keckering, his monthly ERAs, April 0.93, May 4.35, June 0. Did not allow a run, 0.96 in July, August 18, September 12.46. That's a yikes. Mick Abel is suspended for 4 games. In response, yeah, the timing doesn't work out great. Who do I want? Who's on the 40 man? Yandre. He's pretty much my only option. All right. Let's see what Yandre can do. We acquired him in the beautiful Tyler Freeman deal. And for those curious, Tyler Freeman has a 1.6 WAR and 854 OPS with the Blue Jays, because of course he does. Hi, Andre. Welcome to the party. He's going to join the long relief ranks, even with 30 stamina. We're just going to make it happen. All right. So mathematically, God, the A's went 9-1 over their last 10. Rangers went 8-2. We're 4 games out. Yikes. So that means, yeah, I mean, the magic number for them is still 9. So theoretically, as long as we win 3 out of 4 series, we have a chance. Because that gets us 6 wins. And then we need some hope at that point. Okay. Tiger series, obviously, they have clinched the division. Congrats to them. They could they finish with 100? Are there 11 games left? There are indeed. They could finish with 100 wins. They would need to go 11-1, but stranger things have happened. All right. Lineup wise, I'm gonna be honest, Erod. I don't really want to play you the rest of the season. Just if we're being frank here. I am gonna have Campos DH. Rodin bats third. Rushman, Lewis, Mendez, Morgan, Campos, Culpepper. All right, Fromber is on the mound against his former team, Detroit Tigers. And we're already down 2-0. Fromber, there is a world as Luke Keeschel hits a solo shot and Royce Lewis a 2-run shot. There is a world where our decision to pick up Fromber's team option was a difficult one. It really isn't. Like, at this point, there's no argument to keep him for the last year of his deal. Campos, 2 men on, swing and a miss. Like, his expected ERA is at 2.7. So there's some amount of unluckiness here, but he's just killing me. He's pitched essentially the exact same as he did last year. Which is kind of funny if you put it that way. Nothing for us in the second or for the third. Cole Keith is aboard for Dylan Dingler. Who grounds out to third. Very nice. All right. Bottom of the fourth. Let's see if Eminem can get something going. No such luck from Mendez. What about Morgan? Swing and a miss. And Campos grounds out. Clean fifth from Fromber. And a sixth. Very good, sir. He's at 79 pitches. I'm going to bring him out for the seventh. Might as well. Rushman hits it up, but that's going to get caught. And Royce Lewis lines out to end our fun. All right. So we're going to get Funderburk warming up. Hopefully, Fromber can get me a couple outs. Gets me Jahmai Jones. Both Cole Keith and Dingler are injured. Why are the Tigers playing them? The error. Are they giving that on Culpepper's throw or on? No, they gave it to Culpepper. Well, that could potentially turn this outing a bit sour. Dingler pops it up. I will leave Fromber into face Parker Meadows. Swing and a miss. Very good from Fromber. So now for the eighth. So the real question is, who do I want to try for the save? I think Cole Sands is the answer. We're going to get Tapa warming up for the eighth. Swing and a miss from Mendez. I think Tapa for the eighth, Sands for the save in the ninth. It's going to be our best outcome. I was going to pinch hit for Campos if there were runners on, but there are not. And he flew out. Yeah. All right, we're going to go Justin Tapa. Clean inning from him. And then Cole Sands is getting the ninth, regardless of any insurance runs. Swing and a miss from Culpepper. Oh, but Daniel De Los Santos is hurt. Josh Hader. Fair enough. Walker flies out. Keishel pops it up. There we are. All right. Cole Sands for his first save opportunity since year one of the save, where he ended with 4. Max Clark, DH. Why would you have Max Clark in DH? I get you have Parker Meadows, but come on. Who's that right fielder? Jahmai Jones. You're telling me with a straight face you'd rather have Jahmai Jones in right than Max Clark? What is this game doing? I need to save Max Clark from the Tigers. He's only started 23 games this season. Give him to me. To be fair, we will need a center fielder next season when Buxton leaves. Oh, Riley Green gets aboard. It's actually not a bad shout. Can I get a... Oh, I can't scout mid-game. Rude. Kerry Carpenter pinch hitting. Hits it to second. Short for 1. Back to first. Oh, we take game 1. Cole Sands with the save. Very happy with that. They had 3 hits, but we had 4. Really good outing from Fromber. Happy with that. And he'll get 1 more outing this season. Yeah. All right. Okay, so Buxton is coming off the IL. I think Mendez to AAA is the corresponding move because at that point, it's who would I rather be a backup outfielder, Erod or Mendez? And the answer is Erod. So Buxton is back. He is going to take his rightful place in center field, which means I no longer have to play Erod, which is a very nice net positive. And then similarly against lefties, then that'll drop Keishel. Walker goes to left. Cool. All right. Game 2 of the Tiger series. Let us rock and roll. We got Joe Ryan on the mound. Buxton making his triumphant return, it must be said. I'm going to have Gabriel Gonzalez DH today. All right, Buxton. Welcome back. Happy to have you. Uh-oh. 2 men on for Adel Amador, and he flies out to right. Clark Schmidt on the Tigers. Fair enough. Yeah, so Buxton ended up missing what, a little bit more than a month and a half due to the injury. It's not the end of the world. Keishel gets aboard. Byron Buxton, his first at bat since August 1st, and he strikes out looking. Welcome back, Byron. I will be interested to see if that injury impacts the contract numbers that he wants as Rutschman hits an RBI single. Because listen, we're not bringing him back. He was so bad this year, and his defense also turned not so great. And Jahmai Jones with a solo shot. Fair enough. All right, 2 men on for Culpepper, who promptly hits into the easiest double play the Tigers will ever have. You got this, Joe. See? I'm not worried. Uh-oh. They're going for the double steal. And they get it. Yeah, Rutschman. What's his? Yeah, his runners thrown out percentage has dipped all the way to 20. He's gotten a lot worse at that this season. Jahmai Jones, K's. Let's keep it moving. 2 men on. Mr. Gonzalez hits it to third for the double play. Man, I really need a double play counter. All right, Roden walks. Meidroth hits it up. Yeah. Outside of that, like 2 games in the Yankees series, our offense has been very bad. Colt Keith with the home run. We're going to get Funderburk warming up. Cork flies out. All right, Carey will be the last AB because I don't want Carey to face the lefty. And he walked him. All right. Funderburk coming in for Adel Amador. Or to face Adel Amador, I should say. Very good, very good, very good. Nothing in the 5th. 2 men on. I'm not worried. That ball would have been gone. That would look bad on me. I think for the 7th, who do I want to burn for an inning? Ryan Walker, I think. Nothing for us. All right, we'll go Walker. Clean inning. How many pitches? 12? Yeah, I'm going to keep him out there. In an ideal world, I take the lead in this inning or the 8th, because then I don't have to burn a 4th reliever potentially. As Meidroth hits it up and gone. Right on cue. Tie ball game for our second baseman. And they got Culpepper. Walker flies out. All right. All right. Ryan's going to start the inning. We're going to get Toppa warming up. If those 2 guys can combine for the last 6 outs, I'm a happy man. I'll let him face Jahmai Jones. And he gets him to ground out. All right. That'll be it for Walker. We'll go Justin Toppa to face Parker Meadows. And he gets him. All right. How do I want to play this? If we take the lead, I might still let Toppa go for the save. We'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll score like 4 runs. Keishel flies out. Will Buxton go 0 for 4 in his first game back? Yep. 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. And he wants a 7. He wants like a 6-year extension, by the way. All right, Tapa, all you. Kevin McGonigal is aboard for Colt Keith. I'll get Keckering ready. No matter. Popped it up. All right, good work from the bullpen. Now, here we go. Solo shot, we win. Swing and a miss from Royce. Gabe hits it up, but that's going to be caught. Roden is our last out before extra innings. Hits it deep to center. Grabbed by Parker. All right, to the 10th. So much for my hope. They're leaving Colt. This is what annoys me about the AI. Like, so they've already burned Torque. Hilarious. Oh, they burned Max Clark? When did they use him? Oh, they pinch hit for him and then just subbed him out. Why does the AI do this? All right, Keckering. Redemption. Yeah. I mean, my whole opinion with extra innings and the Ghost Runner is if the Ghost Runner scores, so be it. It's the second run scoring that's the problem. He walked Amador. Jahmai Jones is up. Hits it to first. Very nicely taken by Luke Keeschel. All right. We're going to pinch hit. Or excuse me. We're going to pinch run for Roden with Erod. And we are going to steal third. I don't like how that looked. Meidroth will take the bat. And he hits it up to left. That's not going to advance Erod. All right, we're going for the steal again. Erod, dude, you have 70 speed. I need you to get there. And he does. Very good. I don't love a Culpepper walk here. And he popped it up. Man alive. Festa's getting the 11th if it comes to that. Jenkins hits it into center. That is down. Erod scores. We walk off the Tigers 3-2. Whew. That was a little bit nerve-wracking there. Great work from the bullpen. Lovely. They pitched, 5 1/3, 2 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Very good. All right. And now, Taj Bradley still isn't ready, but Zebby is at full strength. So he's going to get the finale. I'm going to sim it, come what may. And we win 5-4 in the 11th again. Oh, boy. Well, the AI had Campos go to right field. So that happened. Why would you not put Erod there? He's there, right? Oh, that's quite funny. But we win 5-4. Culpepper's sac fly is the difference. Zebby got popped again. I am very close to trading Zebby Matthews. I'm so very close. Because I'm really afraid his overall potential is going to drop to a 45 after this season. What is his? So year one, 158.2 innings in 30 starts. I had to bring him off the bench at one point. That's 5.2. So essentially 5 1/3. Year two, 167 out of 32. That's similarly 5.2. This year, 137 out of 28. That's 4.9. So essentially 1 out less. Not the end of the world. But hey, we swept the Tigers. Love that from us. And now, 3 series left. Let's look at the standings. 3 games out. Oh boy. This is certainly going to come down to the wire. Where are the Astros in the standings? They're 60 and 93. So help me if we lose this series. All right. Taj is going to take game 1. Let's play it. And then I might sim the next 2 to get through this series a little quicker. I'm going to give Byron the day off. His defense is a 45 now? Oh, boy. Actually, one thing I did forget to do is get a fresh scout on Max Clark. Because if the Tigers are not going to play him, I am more than happy to take him as my center fielder. More than happy. All right, so Buxton will get the day off. Walker to center. And then this is going to be really bad defensively. Trey Morgan is going to left. No, that's too bad. He'll stay in DH. Gabe will go to left. I'll just accept the fact that he's hurt and hope it's okay. All right, it's rock. Taj Bradley against Mike Burrows. If we don't take 2 out of 3, I'm gonna be very upset. All right, 2 men are aboard for Royce. And he gets it down in left. Very good, sir. Rushman correctly does not run on a 60 arm when he has 30 speed. The correct decision, it must be said. Trey Morgan flies out to end that, but we do get a run. We have the lead. We've lost the lead. Victor Robles with the solo shot. Oh, God, the percentiles. But, God, his base running value is insane. That's actually hilarious. Ooh, 2 men on for Gabe. And he hits into the ground out. But now I have 2 runners in scoring position. What now? Rushman gets it down. What is Luke Raley's range? And is it low? As that will score both men. Yeah, his range is only a 50. Wow, pitch. Thank you, thank you. Shy have 30 speed Adley Rushman try to steal home? No. The game is too close. If we were up by 10 like we were in that Royals game, I might be tempted as the RBI ground out. And Trey Morgan once again flies out. All right, Taj. Good man. And clean 5th. That's honestly all I want from him. First game back from being fully healthy. Just give me 5 innings and get out. As Royce Lewis pops it up. The slowest ball in the history of the world. Trey struck out. I need to look at Trey Morgan's percentiles as Yandre Rojas making his MLB debut. And he gets Robles to ground out. Oh, Zach Cole lines out to right. Very good from Alan Roden. And Cam Smith grounds out. What are Cam Smith's defensive ratings in this game? Pretty good. Pretty good. Roden's aboard for Culpepper in the 6th, but he grounds out without moving him over. Where's your spine, Roden? And Jenkins lines out anyway. All right. Sands will get ready. Let's see if we can get Paredes. Popped him up. Can he get DeZenzo? Indeed, he can. Let's get greedy. Bryce Matthews. Hits it short. Culpepper's there in time. Yandre with 2 shutout innings in his MLB debut. A solo shot from Keishel. Very good. I'm going to pinch hit for Gabe here. We're going to give Erod the bat. Nothing doing. All right, Rushman's aboard for Trey. And he gets it down in center. We're not running on Victor Robles because Rodon's going to hit a 3-run homer. Did not, in fact, do such a thing. All right. Oh, whoops. I sat Cole Sands down. Yeah, now he's cold. All right. Erod goes to center. Jenkins to left. Thank you for your service, Yandre. We go now to Cole Sands for the 8th. Clean inning of work. And then Connor Prelip for the 9th. Very nice. All right. We take game 1 5-1. They only had 1 hit the whole ball game, and it was a solo home run from Victor Robles, which is kind of funny. Very good from the pitching staff today. 10 hits for the offense. Only 5 Ks. You love to see it. All right. We are going to... Ooh, Mick Abel is back. Yeah, I'm going to send Yandre down. Yandre, thank you for your service. Well, I say that. I mean, Tapa's been really good. I kind of want to send Prelip down again. Like, yeah. Is he has 1 option year left? Yeah, I'm sending Prelip down. Again, this poor man. So then Mick Abel returns. Yandre will move to that 3rd setup spot. Mick Abel rejoins in long relief. Okay. Who do I get? Do I get anyone next? Oh, Charlie Soto. I don't think he'll have time for a rehab assignment, but so be it. All right, we're going to sim game 2. Oh, Trey Morgan out for the season. Sprained ankle. He's done. Oh, and he had 3 hits in the game, too. He just got his OPS to 700 on the season. He had an 807 OPS in September, and he's done. Well, yeah, that's bad. That is quite bad. And I don't have. Do I call up Mauricio Dubon for a glorious moment? Or Bernal? Or Mendez back? Yeah, I'm just going to bring Mendez back. So we're about to go pretty thin on the infield, but in all honesty, I think that's perfectly fine. Just means McKinstry might play more, which not the end of the world, I guess. And then now that Gabe Gonzalez is back to full strength, he can DH. So, All right, we won 7-6. They scored 5 unanswered but couldn't do it. Oh, Mick Abel in his first game back from suspension gave up 4 runs. Yikes. Not great. Conley early did okay. Yeah, his numbers with us are always going to be bad when he gave up 8 runs to the Guardians last time. So, okay. Now I have to figure out a legitimate question. Fromber pitches today. Yeah, so whoever pitches today and against the Blue Jays will have a chance to go twice. So I think I am going to skip John Klein here. We're going to go Fromber, then Joe Ryan, so that both of them can get 2 starts down the stretch. So I'm going to sim game 3 against the Astros. We win it 8-2. We swept them. Walker Jenkins with not 1 but 2 home runs on the day. He has 7 hits his last 9 ABs. That'll play. Very good, sir. Buxton also had 2 hits. Culpepper had 3. Alan Roden is a little wishy-washy there. Multiple errors, including Buxton at center. Ryan Walker goes in to get the win. What a time. All right, now we have an off day. So Charlie Soto, rehab assignment, even though I doubt he plays. But, oh yeah, rehab assignment and scouting report. Okay. First things first, there are 2 series remaining. We have won 6 in a row. Let's see where things stand in the wild card chase. We are tied again. Oh boy. With 6 series remaining, there was a 3-way tie for the final 2 wild card spots. With 6 games remaining, the Rangers have gained exactly 1 game on the rest of us. That is actually hilarious. That is kind of funny. All right, I think that's probably the last we do in terms of simming. We'll see what the time looks like at the end, but I think since the Astros were so bad, I wanted to sim 2 out of 3 there. So math-wise, with our rotation, Fromber is going to get the second to last game of the season. Joe Ryan is going to get the last game. Presumably, we will not have clinched the wild card by then. If we have, obviously that's awesome, and I can maybe, pitch John Klein or something. But at this point, I don't want to. Sorry, excuse me. I don't want to plan on wild card starters, because if I do that and we miss the playoffs, then what's the point? So, pitching wise, Fromber is the only one. All right, so Joe Ryan, Taj, Zebby, Connolly, Fromber, Joe Ryan. So should I just move John Klein to the bullpen then? No, I don't need 10 arms. I think I'll keep John Klein as a starter in case somehow we have clinched the wild card by these final 2 games or so, and I can have John Klein get the start. That's my thought process. All right, let's go. Game 1, Toronto. Here we go. They got Dylan Cease. We got Joe Ryan in a dream. I'm going to give Roden the day off. Mendez will get the start in right. Everything else is equal. Here we are, folks. Hey, did I see? Yeah, Arjun Nimala. Always liked him. Happy to see that he's getting some playing time with the Blue Jays. Nothing for us in the first, and McAdoo hits a solo shot to open the game. That happens. Ooh, Mendez, Mydroth are aboard. Culpepper pops it up. Come on, man. Walker hits it up to right. That should be deep enough to score Mendez. And it is. Welcome back to the majors. Immediately scores in his first game. I like him. Luke Keeschel deep to right. That'll do. Into the bullpen. 315 feet. Luke Keeschel is up to 15 home runs. I doubt he gets to 19 of last season. But still good that he's getting some power back. Buxton. Byron, dude, you're killing me. So far in the, 15 plus 6, 21 ABs post injury. 5 hits, a run, 2 doubles, a walk, 8 Ks. Yep. Fair enough. Nothing in the third or the fourth. Hendry Mendez, a triple. Dude, we're going to have such an outfield problem next year. I'm going to have 5 guys for 3 spots, essentially. Well, no, because Gonzalez is probably our DH. So in reality, it's 4 for 3. As Mydroth gets the RBI double. I might just suck defensively and put Walker Jenkins at center. As Jenkins grounds out, he does move Mydroth. Keeschel hits it up to left for another one. Not quite. What is that? They have like a miniaturized version of the scoreboard, I guess, over there. That looks terrible. Uh-oh. Tyler Freeman, our old friend. The fact that he hit everywhere except with us is the most infuriating part. That's always the most annoying. It's like when we traded away Josh Bell in year 1. He struggled with us. We trade him to the Yankees, and he legitimately becomes an all-star. All right, Jimenez grounds out to end the inning. We turn our attention now to the 6th. Byron Buxton, don't you dare strike out. I have not seen a player regress this hard in a while. Like he went from 4 WAR to 2.7 to -4, and most importantly, the 10th percentile in fielding. Like he hit age 34 and became unplayable as Rushman gets it down into left. I might legitimately bench him for the last series. We'll see. All right, 4-2. I'm going to leave Joe Ryan in for the 6th. Vladdy is aboard. How do I want to do this? Festa, I think. Can he get Schneider? Nope. That's going to score Vladdy. I mean, just get him out of there. I mean, I accept that Erod's bat has sucked. So is Buxton's, and Buxton could legit finish with double-digit errors in center field. That's just where we're at. Very nice throw from Walker Jenkins there. We're going to go to Festa now to face Alek Thomas. Man alive. He gets aboard. Erod's throw, not quite in time. Tyler Freeman, don't do it to me. Thank you, good sir. All right, that's honestly going to be it for Festa. We're going to go one inning of work for him unless there's a blowout. Bowden Francis. I think I had him when I did my Colorado Rockies rebuild for a bit as a long reliever. Oh, lined out. I thought that was going to get through. All right, that's it for Festa. I know he pitched 4 pitches and got 1 out, but that's it. We're bringing the flamethrowers. And the first flamethrower allows another home run to Charles McAdoo. That's what I get. All right, we're going topper for the 8th. Unless Esquichel's on second for Rushman. Dow, swing and a miss. Royce grounds out. I mean, extra innings is not the worst thing in the world because we have bullpen depth for days, but I don't love it. Clean 8th from Tapa. It's only on 11 pitches. Let's see if we can score a run here against Fluharty. There we go. Gabe gets it down. I am going to pinch run for him. This is risky because if it goes to extra innings, there is a chance it gets around him again, but I'd rather get the automatic guy on second with McKinstry. Swing and a miss from Mendez. Maedroff hits it into right. That's down. McKinstry goes home. The throw's a laser, not in time. The lead is ours. All right, Keckering warming up for the save. And a laser from Culpepper. It is nice that Culpepper remembered how to hit the baseball in September. You know, did it take him a second? Sure. Culpepper, they're not going to throw to third. Maedroff, or they're not going to throw to second, rather. Maedroff is on third. Oh, my God. You know, fine. They want to walk Walker, so be it. Full count. Go for the hit and run because YOLO. And he walked him. All right, Luke. Bases loaded. Gets it past the shift into left. Puts us up by 2. Erod's going to get the bat. Man. Yeah, Rushman pops it up. That's the I mean, Erod is objectively the best center fielder probably in this organization in terms of defense. The problem is he is an automatic out offensively. Even if I bat him 9th, like that's still a problem. Alec Thomas flies out to center. Ronnie Mauricio with the pinch hit single. Oh, that might be a double. Run, Walker. All right. Tying run is at the plate. Masataka Yoshida grounds out. Whoops. Did they trade him? Wow. Nope. They signed him as a minor league free agent in June 23rd. That's crazy. He just wasn't starting for the Red Sox, is why. Fair enough. All right, Charles McAdoo has 2 home runs already. Hits it into left. Diving catch from Jenkins. We take game 1. That is massive. I didn't even notice Ryan Jeffers. Yay. That's nice. Our former starting catcher in year 1, who went unsigned in 2027, which is a bit rough. I mean, Maedroff had 3 hits. Very happy with that. Mendez had 2 coming back from AAA. All right, we take game 1. So now we turn to Zebby in game 2. I'm going to bench Buxton. We're going to have Gabe bat third, Roden 5. Culpepper 7. And just bury Erod at the bottom and hope that works. I'm also going to give Rushman the day off. So I lied. I'm going to move these guys up 1. Whoops. He had a lot of Ks in the last game, so this will probably be Campos' last start of the season. All right, Trey Savage, what do you got for me? Clean first. We really need a good outing from Zebby. Like, if he gets blown up, I might trade him in the offseason. Because we're going to lose one starter. Oh, Zebby's hurt. How long? A week. He's done for the season. Ouch. And that's potentially the wild card, too, if it comes to that. All right, bullpen game starting at the bottom of the third with no outs. Mick Abel, good luck. All right, they didn't score. We'll take that. 2 men are aboard in the fourth, though. I like that. Slightly less. Addison Barger flies out. I'll let him face Kirk, and that's it. And he walked him. Not great from Mick. Festa, good luck, buddy. Oh, he got him. Never a doubt. Schneider struck out. Alec Thomas flew out. Very good. Swing and a miss from Erod. What is his K percentage? 14th percentile. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh, David. Jimenez hits it to center. That'll probably score them both. Good throw, though. And that, folks, is why you have Erod here. As he throws out McAdoo, who promptly gets hurt. Jimenez scored, though. All right, so the 6 is going to be Funderburk. 2 men on. Gabe Gonzalez. Flies out to right. Fair enough. Ryan Jeffers is in right field? What is the AI doing? I'm not going to question it, but I feel like I should. I like it. We're just going to keep hitting to the catcher, who's somehow in right, as Royce Lewis grounds out to end that. All right, we're going to go Funderburk for the 6th. Cody, my plan was for you to get 2 innings of work. Still possible. All right, Ryan Campos with a solo shot. Look at him go. Cut the lead in half. And my draw pops up. All right. We're gonna get Yandre ready. If Cody can get me Jimenez, that'd be lovely. And he does. All right, it's a full count too. He's nearly at 30 pitches. We'll call it there. Bring in the rookie for his third ever appearance. And it's against Vladdy. Got him to fly out to left. We're okay. And Mauricio grounds out. To the 8th. I might pinch hit for Gabe. Devin Williams. Oh, good. They're bringing in their closer in the 8th. Fair. Walker gets aboard. They called that a base hit. I don't know why. We're going for the steal. Easily done. Keachel grounds out to second. Why wouldn't he's aboard for the air? But why wouldn't Walker go there? It's hit to the opposite side of the infield. And Gabe gets it down and left. The throw, not in time. Tie ball game. Roden pops it up. He is definitely cooling off to end the season. Royce Lewis walks. Don't strike out, Culpepper, please. I mean, he didn't. He hit into a double play, which is even worse. Fair enough. All right. Yandre is going to start this. I'm going to get Cole Sands going in case. Actually, do I just want to pit? Nah, I'll let Yandre try to get me some outs. Very good. Actually, I lied. Let's do this in a way that's actually efficient. Because Ryan Walker is going to go for the save. So if Yandre can give me 2 outs, Walker only needs to give me 4. Snyder hits it up into left. We're okay. You know what? Screw it. See if we can get out, Thomas. Wild pitch. Not great. I feel like I'm leaving him in for 1 batter too many, but let's see. Nope. Erod is there. Speaking of which, we're going to pinch hit for the aforementioned Erod. Adley Rushman is going to get, actually, no, Mendez is going to get the bat, and I'll pinch hit for Campos also. Because right now I'm just going for solo shot. Not quite. Mendez grounds out. All right, I know Campos has 1 home run already. I'm still going to turn it over to Rushman. He grounds out to short. Nothing doing there. Mydroff. Hits it up into left. That's down. We're going to pinch run. With 2 outs, this might be silly, but we're going to pinch run and go for the steal. And 3 is in. All right, Walker. Nope, swing and a miss. All right. Very good work from Yandre. Defensively, Walker's going to go to center. Mendez to left. Rushman to catch. McKinstry to second. And Ryan Walker is getting the 9th. Anthony Santander hits it back to the pitcher. Fair enough. Because ideally, I really don't want Vladdy to come up in the bottom of the 9th. Jeffers strikes out. Jimenez hits it to third. Got him. All right. We're going to extra innings. Cole Sands is going to get the 10th. Let's see if we can score Walker from second. Keishel strikes out looking. That wild pitch is huge. Full count. They hit him. They did indeed. I'm out of subs, right? I have Buxton. Do I want Buxton to try for a steal? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get ambitious. Because that will eliminate the double play if it works. Buxton, buddy. I need you to help me out here. I mean, if they want to walk Roden, yeah, I'll just let him take. If they walk him, they walk him. Full count. Buxton goes for the steal. They struck out Roden, but he does get there. Royce Lewis, 2 men on, 2 outs. Hits it up to right. Caught. Dang. All right. Actually, Walker can face Guerrero. Yep, because he's the strikeout guy. Perfect. All right, now Cole Sands can come in to face Mauricio. Grounds out to first. I'm okay with Jimenez taking third. 2 outs now. Namala pops it up. Cole is there. We go to the 11th. Kalen Culpepper is up to the plate. Hits it up and to right, and it's over the top. Run! Run like the wind. Royce Lewis scores. We take the lead. Mendez walks, which is awesome. Rushman will get a second at bat. I'll take that. Moves both guys over. At this point, we're trying to score at least 2 runs. McKinstry gets it down and right. That was not the move from Jeffers. Who knew that putting a catcher at right field would backfire? 2 RBI double for McKinstry. How many pitches was Cole Sands on? 4? Oh, yeah, he's getting the 11th. No question. A chopper. Can Walker beat it out? Yes, he can. And Aaron Bummer is hurt. Oh, they're bleeding in the bullpen now. The obvious steal there. Thank you, thank you. Throw home. That did not look on time. Yeah, evidently it was. And Buxton hits it into left. There we go, Byron. He is capable of offense, as we have often believed. All right, Roden, don't go 0 for 6. Folks, there's no easy way to say this. Alan Roden went 0 for 6. All right, Cole Sands, buddy, just don't get killed. Leadoff single does not help that at all. We can trade outs for runs, but only at a certain point. Schneider lines out. That's fine. They get the 1 run. I'm okay with that. It gets the guy out of scoring position. Well, that's not great. I'll let him. Jeez. All right. Jeffers, have you better or worse against lefties? He has been kind of a wash. I'm going to let Cole Sands face his old teammate. Don't walk him. Well, he didn't, as Jeffers hits it over the top into right. And that, my friends, is a game-tying double. It do be your old friends. Man. All Cole Sands had to do was not give up 4 runs. And he did just that. Vladdy flies out to left in the inning. All righty. We go to the 12th, folks. Yikes. I mean, neither team wants this. We're just destroying our bullpens here. Yeah, Culpepper gets out too. So unless Mendez hits a home run, He does get it down and left. I'm not going to run on a great arm. Rodin gets thrown out. Well, Mason, I'm going to be honest. I believe in you. Nope. Blue Jays walk us off. Namala with the 2-run homer. I mean, like, Cole Sands has been arguably our most consistent reliever this season, and he just got killed. Well, that sucks. I had to use 7 relievers, and we lost. And hilariously, there are no more days off. I'm almost tempted. Let me advance the day really quick. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm throwing Zebby on the IL, and we're getting Prelip back. I need the arm. So we are going to shift down to a 5-man rotation. Prelip is going to join the middle relief group, and I now have a 10-man bullpen. I might even do a bullpen day, depending on how things look. All right, we're going to sim game 3. Taj Bradley on the mound. Whatever happens, happens. God, we lose it in extras again. Tapa gave up the run this, or no, excuse me, Yandre did. Why did they pitch him at? He threw 26 pitches. I hate the AI sometimes. Yeah, Taj Bradley did not do great. Rodin had 3 hits, so glad he bounced back. But hey, Buxton had a home run. Good for you, buddy. All right. Well, oh, Soto. Oh, boy. Yeah. He really took a big hit post injury. That sucks. He pitched 4 1/3 in the playoffs for AAA. It's not going to appear in his stats because it's the playoffs. 4 1/3 scoreless, no hits, no runs, 3 walks, and a K. That'll do. All right, here we go. So I need to decide what I want to do. I think Fromber gets game 1 no matter what, because then if we make the playoffs, he has a chance to start, I guess, game 2 of the wild card. So Fromber gets game 1. Going in to the series, we are 1 game back of the A's and the Rangers. The Red Sox, for all intents and purposes, are out. Like, we would all have to lose out. All right. And the Orioles are only a game up. So there's a world where the Orioles are the team that misses out here. Are either of them playing each other? Nope. Orioles are facing the Braves. The Rangers are facing the Astros. They're going to kill them. Well, the A's are facing the Mariners, though. I think the A's might be the ones we catch because the Rangers may very well sweep the Astros. All right, here we go. Fromber on the mound. Lineup wise, I'm going to give Rodin the day off. We're going to go Mendez in right. Buxton had a good last game. I'll leave him in because unfortunately, Erod, like, the last time he got a hit was on 9/11. Need I say more? Poor McKinstry. He just has never played. But here we are. All right. Here we go. Fromber on the mound for us. Mason Adams. Very nice. pitching prospect in your life right now. For the White Sox, Buxton's. Oh no, did he get hurt? No. Calf strain, he's out for the season. Seth Lugo. I mean, hey, if we can burn a lot of the White Sox bullpen in game one, yes, please. As Royce Lewis lines out. You got this, Fromber. See? I'm not worried at all. Gonzalez is on second. Culpepper grounds out. Oh, Colson Montgomery with the 2-run shot. Walker's on second, though. We can match. Keishel hits it up to center. Off the wall. Not quite. Guaranteed rate field kept it in. Or is it just, I think it's just rate field now, isn't it? Because they changed the name. Buxton gets it down. Nice of Byron to finally show up in the last, series. To be fair, he was doing pretty well when he got hurt at the beginning of August, so. Rushman striking out there really hurts. Royce Lewis hits into the fielder's choice. Safe at home is the call. And they hit Gonzalez. Don't be hurt, don't be hurt, don't be hurt. Thank you. Bases loaded. Mendez, who is in for Alan Roden today, flies out to center. That'll score Buxton. The lead is ours. Meideroth against his former team. Hits it up to right. Easy grab. All right, Fromber. Good man. Walker Jenkins RBI double. Come on. Keishel gets it down. Because I guess there is a world where we lose this series and make the playoffs, but it just means that the Rangers lost all 3 to the Astros, which I don't think will happen. So if we want to make the playoffs, we probably need a sweep to be safe. And game 1, as Keishel is thrown out. Game 1 is the one we have the highest chance of winning because we have Fromber. And then I'm really going to need to figure out the starting pitching situation the rest of the way. Because now, actually, there's no world where we've clinched by the finale. Because we're 1 game behind. That's annoying. Oh, boy. You got this, Fromber. Light work. Culpepper to first. Easily done. All right. That'll be it for Fromber. Oh, maybe it won't be. My bullpen's a little taxed. Honestly, if we get some insurance runs, I'd be more than happy to see if I can get a 6th out of Fromber. Wild pitch scores another. Very good, very good. Keishel takes the walk. Can Byron go 3 for 3? Hits it deep to center. That's down. Look at Byron Buxton putting on a show. Man, if he hit like this the whole season. Is his yay, he's gotten his average up above 200, folks. His WAR is at 0. It was at -1.5 at one point. He's got it up to 0. Rushman, dude. Yeah, he's not done great. He had an 800 OPS for most of the season, and it's now dropped down. All right, they walk Royce. Bases loaded for Gonzalez. Hits it up to left. Caught. All right, Fromber, give me the inning. Oh, don't think it's going to happen. Can he get Bonnemer at least? Lines out. That was only 2 pitches on letting him face Kelenic. To second, got him. That's huge. Because that means, assuming I only use 2 bullpen arms the rest of the way, we'll be so good the rest of the series. And they hit Culpepper. Don't be hurt. Don't be hurt. Don't be hurt. Don't be hurt. He's hurt. Remain in the game. Nope. Screw that. Get out. Get out of the game. Nope. Nope. Just take off, buddy. Sit down. Take off. A bulk. We take those. Can Buxton go? Oh no, Keishel's up. No, Buxton. My mistake. And Keishel gets it down. That should score 2 more. Oh, never mind. You have 75 speed, Zach. Brooks Baldwin has an arm of 45. What are you doing? And Buxton grounds out to end the inning. I'm a little annoyed that McKinstry, A, didn't run home, and B, that I wasn't given an option. It's a little frustrating. All right. So if Mick Abel can get me the 7th and the 8th, I'm a happy man. And he immediately gives up a solo shot to Montgomery, and 2 more are aboard. So help me, Mick. Good man. Can he get Brooks Baldwin? Yes, he can. Whew. That's a yike. Man, Rushman struck out again. All right. Gonzalez is on second. Mendez, soft grounder. He could beat it out. No throw. Runners at the corners. And Maidra pops it up. All right. All right, Mick. I don't really want to use any of my middle relievers because, especially if John Klein gets the next outing, I'm going to need the arms. So if Mick Abel can get me some quick outs, please, Maidroff. Thank you. Can he get Kelenic? Nice strikeout to end the outing. Yes, indeed. All right, that looked very shaky to start, but Mick Abel settled down. We're okay. McKinstry hits it up to center. No such luck. I think if we had a bigger than 4-run lead, I might pinch hit for some of these guys, but I don't want to risk anything. Keishel flies out. All right. Thank you, Mick. He did allow the run, but that could have been a lot worse. I'll leave Buxton in. There we go. Clean work from Keckering. We take game 1 7-3. They had to use 4 bullpen arms, which honestly is pretty impressive considering they couldn't even get an inning out of their starter. But Valdez gave me 6, Mick Abel 2. Happy with that. All right, let's advance. Folks, not great. The A's and Rangers won. The Orioles lost. 85 and 75. All 3 teams above us. Oh boy. All right. So now we have a decision to make for game 2. Either Connolly Early or John Klein will get the start. I think it has to be Early. He's just better. It's a little awkward in terms of roster construction because it means John Klein was on the team for half a month and never pitched. But Joe Ryan is getting the finale no matter what. So I think we're going to go early here. So, yeah. All right. I think we need a sweep then because if we lose, if we lose one, I guess they all need to win two. The Orioles, 3-7, to be fair. All right, let's rock. So they're going lefty. Rushman is going to get the day off, which I don't love, but here we are. Mendez has been pretty good against lefties. Meidroth, unfortunately, can't really hit lefties. I'm going to give Meidroth the day off. And by that, I mean it's a lefty. I'm scared. McKinstry will take second. And then I think I'll have Mendez off the bench. Yeah, and we're going to see if Buxton can keep this hot streak going. All righty, here we go. Connolly early getting the start. It's affectionately sudden death. Like if we lose and the other teams win, we're done. So here we go. Nothing in the first for either side. Nothing in the second. Nothing in the third. Okay, let's relax. Jenkins grounds out. Grounds out. That was English. I thought that was actually correct. I don't know. It sounded weird when I said it. But alas, we go 1, 2, 3. Time for the pitcher's duel to continue. Well, pitcher's duel might be over. 2 men on for Brooks Baldwin. Swing and a miss. That's massive. Kyle Teal hits it up. Very good. That scores 1, but I can live with that as long as we get Vargas. Or even better, Campos will just throw out Montgomery. All right, White Sox take the lead. Gonzalez lead off double. Let's go. Royce Lewis grounds out. Nothing doing. Come on, Culpepper. It's a short. That will score the tying run. Very good, very good. Rodin hits it up to right, but that's going to be caught. Uh-oh. And the White Sox starter is hurt again. Yikes. Oh, and it's our old friend, Kendry Rojas, who we traded to the White Sox last season. Hello, old friend. Surely you wouldn't just shut us down and pitch 2 scoreless, would you? He walks Campos. I'd pinch run, except Rushman's tired, and I don't want to have him also miss game 3. Yeah, double play either way. And Kyle Teal has a 60 arm, which makes that tricky. Jenkins grounds. Never mind, he's a board off there. Spoke too soon. Come on, Luke. Dang, swing and miss. All right. I'm gonna get Festa warming up in case there's trouble. Bergolia has decided to start the trouble early with a leadoff single. Antonacci swinging a miss. Luis Arias hits it to second, and it's past McKinstry. Going for third. Brave man, wasted throw there by Buxton because that allowed Arias to go to second. Montgomery hits it up, and that's going to be off the wall. All right, that'll score them both. Man, I think I left early in for one batter too many there. We'll go Festa the rest of the way. And Brooks Baldwin hits it up, but that'll be caught. Kyle Teal, swing and a miss. All righty. I'm going to pinch hit for Buxton. Mendez is going to get the bat. If they want to stay lefty, I might as well platoon to match. There we go. Oh, he caught it. Braden Montgomery with the moves in right field. Very nice, sir. Oh, they played him in center enough that it hurt his fielding run value. Gonzalez flies out. Royce gets aboard, though. Kendry has a lot of stamina, so they're probably going to leave him in. Especially if Culpepper beats the throw. Very good, sir. Double steal feels a bit too ambitious. Yeah, maybe I should have. Rode in grounds out. All right. Now we're just going to get bad defensively. Walker's going to center. Henry to left. Who do I want? Who do I want? Cole Sands in case there's trouble. Clean inning of work. Very good. Wow, they're staying lefty. The scattering report is out on our lineup. Just bring 4 lefties to bear. Campos flies out. Come on, walk. He swung and flew out to left. Wah, wah, wah. Walker grounds out to end the inning. All right, Cole Sands is going to get the 8th. And a leadoff double to Sam Antonacci. And Luis Arias flies out. Sam will not. Oh, man. I thought the throw at that speed was going straight to third. I thought we had him. Strikeout here is needed. Yeah, it's deep enough. Remember when I said we would get really bad defensively? Walker has the error at center. And then they run on Campos. That's hurtful. A smart move there because Walker just went. I should have had Erod come in defensively for Walker because Walker's not going to come up to bat again in this game. Yeah, that was dumb by me. Maybe it won't matter. Maybe it will. Cody Clemens walks. I'm going to bring in Cody Funderburk for 1 out. Yep, he gets Prez. Okay. Kishel Mendez Gonzalez. Oh boy, they got Duran. How did you swing him? Answer: 4 years, 133 million. Fair enough, White Sox. I think Luke and Gonzalez are definitely going to bat. I might pinch hit for Mendez. Ooh. Yeah, we're going for the steal. Well, they pick off Kishel in the rundown. That's rough. Mendez flies out. This could potentially end our season here. Gonzalez hits it to third. The throw over gets him. All right. Our season may very well be over. Let us advance. Well, Zebi suffered a setback, so good call on us to put him on the IL. We are not eliminated, so that's nice. Here's Max Clark's ratings for anyone who cares. Oh boy. Yep, we're one game back. Does it tell me in the pennant chase who we have tiebreakers over? I don't think so. No. I could do the math. Tiebreaking games are not simulated, not reflected. So the A's have clinched. Orioles, Rangers. Didn't play either of them. Orioles took us there. Rangers took us there. And that might be the only time we played them. Took 2 out of 3 there. So I think we have the tiebreaker over the Rangers. I missed the Orioles there. We beat the Orioles. So we've split the series with both of them. So here we are. All right. So we need a win and one or both of the Orioles and Rangers to lose. That's the math. That is the math. Man, and both the Rangers and Orioles lost too. That's so annoying. All right, final game of the season. Wild card spot up for grabs. They're going righty and Shane Smith. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is Joe Ryan not ready? He is. Why in the world would I throw John Klein out there? Get out of your mind, game. All right, Joe Ryan gets the start. Let's play this out. I think really the only question is, do we play Buxton? I think the answer is yes. I think I'd prefer Mendez off the bench because putting him in makes us worse defensively. Roden also is just insanely hot and cold, but I think we just got to roll the dice at this point. Erod, I'm not starting. McKinstry obviously isn't. Campos isn't. So it's Mendez. He has done pretty well this week. I'm going to go Mendez over Roden. That's going to be the move. Then Roden can come off the bench. All right, here we go. To have a chance at the playoff, we need to win the ball game. If we lose, we go home no matter what. It does not matter what happens elsewhere in the standings. So we're hoping for an Orioles and Rangers loss. I really don't know how the tiebreaker works because we split the series with both of them over the season. Jenkins takes a leadoff walk. Fair enough. Down goes Luke. Luke also. He had the 3-hit day against in game one. Never mind. Buxton K's. And also part of this is, Byron Buxton might get a statue with the Twins when all said is done. I'll let him start what could be the final game of his Twins career. Uh-oh. Kelenics on second for Miguel Vargas. Pops it up. Thank you. Grab. Why? Adley, why did you make Royce Lewis come in for that? Colson Montgomery grounds out. All right. We go to the top of the third. Walker Jenkins is on second for Luke, who takes the walk. Massive. Byron Buxton, be a hero in the final game. Well, he hit into the double play. So, depending on your definition of hero, not great. Perez is aboard for Bergolia. Hits it up to right. That should be caught. Mendez has an okay arm. Bonham K's. All right, to the fourth. Nothing so far for either offense, which is worse for us. We'd much prefer a high-scoring affair. Royce Lewis goes down swinging. Gabriel hits it to third. The throw in time. Blanked through four. Where is the... I guess we can keep an eye on the other games. If I wanted to get the widget here. Oh, it only shows the one. Do I have to scroll through? Let's check. Well, the Orioles are up 4-0 in the sixth, so that's not looking good for us. Did I just miss the Rangers? Am I blind? Oh, they're up 4-0. This game might not matter. Either way, though, we need to win it. Mendez flies out. Culpepper swing and a miss. Meidroth goes down looking. All right, let's see if Joe can give me the fifth. Montgomery is aboard for Perez. Got him. Can he get Bergolia, who kind of scares me? Oh, boy. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Thank you, Mr. Buxton. All right, Joe Ryan is on 80 pitches. I'll bring him out for the sixth, but that might be it. Okay, so who do I have to pitch today? Montgomery, Prelip, Funderbunk, Rojas, Walker. Yeah, essentially everyone, except I probably wouldn't go Tapa. So we're going to get Montgomery warming up first in case there's trouble. Bonham goes on swinging. And if this turns into extra innings, we have the bullpen to do it. That's the benefit. Arias swinging a miss. Kyle Teal will be the last batter. Joe Ryan faces. Hits it up into left. No matter. Jenkins is there. Very good. And I think every reliever, I'm only getting one inning. I'm not going multiple. Rushman strikes out again. Shane Smith is going toe to toe with Joe Ryan. You know what? At least Gonzalez hit the ball. All right, that'll be it for Joe Ryan. Mason Montgomery for the seventh. And he allows a solo shot to Miguel Vargas, and Brandon Montgomery is aboard. Perez lines out. Well, all of a sudden, this could get terrible. I'm going to get both Prelip and Keckering warming up. They're going lefty. I'm going to let Mendez hit. I'm going to leave Rodin on the bench. Struck out. Unlucky. Culpepper gets it down. All right, I'm going to pinch hit for Meidroth. Rodin is going to get the bat. Hits it to second. They get Culpepper for one and Rodin for two. Oh boy. All right, so McKinstry will come in and take second base. Um, Checkering is going to get the eighth because this is effectively a save situation. Because if they score any runs with the way our offense has been playing, we lose. So we're bringing our closer. Gets Bergolia. Gets Bonner. Can he get Luis Arias? Indeed, he can. All right, here we go. Final outs. If we don't score a run here, we lose the game and we are out of the playoffs. Walker Jenkins gets us started. Hits it back up the middle. He's through. Oh boy. Hey, Erod, what's your. Yeah. I'm going to have Erod pinch run, and we're going for the steal on Kyle Teal. He goes, and he's there. Oh boy. Keishel with a man on second. Swung on and missed. So yeah, we're going to let Buxton hit in what may be his final at bat for the Twins. Runner on second, do or die. The pitch, the swing, and he pops it up foul. Easily caught by Cody Clemens. Adley Rushman is our last out. Get whatever lucky charm figures you have. Here we go. He hits it up into right, but that will be caught. And that is your game. That is the playoffs done for your Minnesota Twins. We had 3 hits and 2 walks all game. The White Sox pitched an absolute gem. Shane Smith, 7 scoreless. Very impressive from him. Mason Montgomery, unlucky to get the loss. He did not have a very good end to the season. And that is that. We lose. We have missed the playoffs for the first time in this save. Which, even saying that, is kind of crazy if you think about it. Alexander Albertez gets Player of the Month in Double-A. Good for him. We're 3.7 WAR this season. Good God. Yep, we miss out on the final day. Yeah, both the Rangers and the Orioles won, so our result was irrelevant. But still, that hurts. That really hurts. The A's, the Rangers, and the Orioles all finished 86 and 76. We were 2 games off. The Red Sox almost caught us, to be fair. That hurt. Because for most of the season, we were trying to think if there's a way to see. I mean, we went sub 500 post All-Star break. We went 30 and 34. There's your difference. The Orioles also sucked even worse. They went 27 and 39. They just built up such a lead on all the rest of us. Rangers went 37 and 27. A's went 34 and 31. So there you go. We just didn't have it. August, I think August we did okay. We only lost I guess we lost 4 series. So when you add that up, it's not great. September, though, I mean, we got swept by the Royals. The getting swept by the Royals is really what killed us. Because then, even though we swept the Tigers and the Astros after that, we were still out of the wild card. Losing 2 games in extra innings to the Blue Jays, harsh, but we also took 2 in extras from the Tigers, so it all evens out. And then our offense only scored 8 runs in the final series against the White Sox. And we missed the playoffs. Oh boy. That is one upset owner. Unlucky there. All right, we're just going to sim through the playoffs, obviously. Personal message. What do you got? Mitch Mueller retires. Fair play. Yeah, a lot of guys are going to retire now. Probably more than usual because I adjusted the minimum age, or maximum age, I should say, of each minor league level. The Rangers beat the A's 2-1. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 2-0. Phillies over Giants 2-1. Dodgers over Cardinals 2-1. For those curious, let's keep it moving. Rangers over Tigers 3-2. Mariners over Blue Jays 3-1. Diamondbacks sweep the Phillies, and the Brewers beat the Dodgers. So only one wild card team has made it to the CS. Oh, Palmer retired. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to keep him for one more year. He was pretty good cover when I needed him. He was a backup catcher at AA. I'd have liked to keep him for one more year. Oh well. KBO posts one player, Hai Young Jung. I don't think we're that interested. The percentiles are pretty good, but he's a reliever with below average control and movement. I think we'll pass. International amateur free agents, I'll deal with all of that later, I think. Let's keep it moving. Your World Series, Mariners Brewers in 2028. I have no dog in this fight, so I would like a 7-game set. I mean, no World Series in this save will come close to our year 1 World Series loss to the Dodgers. 7 games, multiple walk-offs, extra innings, and then Shohei pitched a no-hitter in game 7. Like, come on. Hey, Rojas got reliever of the year in AAA. Yep, I think he's going to be in the bullpen for us. I think he's going to be in that bullpen next season. Very good. But who won the World Series? It was the Mariners in 4. Credit to them. Okay, so what? First of all, we were going to void the last year anyway. He chose to void it. He was projected to make $38 million. Do you really think you're going to get more than $38 million in the last year of your deal? Fair enough, Fromber. I'll get to that in a moment. Connolly early gets AAA best starter for his work with the Red Sox in their AAA. Yeah, Valdez is walking, which is crazy. Watanabe, we will execute the team option to keep him around for one more year because I think the injuries this year really sucked. I want to see if he can bounce back next season. Um, and then it's arbitration, so we can still keep him if we want. New budget, give me the number. $12 million increase. All right. Season goals. Evidently, what Walker Jenkins did this past season was not enough of an upgrade. I disagree. He had in, what are we calling that? 70 more ABs, more runs, a lot more hits, 10 more doubles, an extra triple, 4 homers, 20 RBIs, 8 more walks. Ks were up by 18, a lot more steals. Percentiles were better than last season. Had 2.4 WAR, 725 OPS. The reason his WAR is down a little bit is defensively he was poor in center, so that hurt his fielding value. All right, and then we're going to need a new hitting coach. We're going to let Keith Beauregard walk. I think our offense regressed this season, and we need an upgrade. Top prospect list, no Twins. All right. First things first, let's hit save. So this is where I will end. And then I'm essentially going to pick up next time on, I believe, Tuesday, which is the, 26th? Tuesday the 26th, we'll get episode 31 out. And I'm pretty much going to pick up here. Fromber voiding his last contract year is a bit surprising. I don't know if it's because we missed the playoffs or if it's because he thinks he's going to get a long-term deal. Maybe he does, but that last year had 38 million. So we're going to need to replace our ace after 2 years of him pitching for us. We'll see if that replacement comes in-house or otherwise. Watanabe, we are executing the option to keep him around. He was a great closer this season. He only had one blown save the whole year. And it was when I made him pitch 2 innings against the Diamondbacks. Like, need I say more? He had 23 saves, 1.6 ERA, 1.27 whip, 281 BABIP when he went down. But obviously the injuries are terrifying. So that is certainly something to keep in mind going forward. And then, yeah, we have some pretty big decisions to make. As you can see with the salary arbitration here, we have 10 guys up for arbitration. We have 4 pending free agents. I am going to submit the qualifying offer to Fromber because I think if we can get Fromber back for 23 million, I think that's worth it. And if we don't, we get a pick. And then we'll need to decide whether we want to extend Cole Sands, Zach McKinstry, or Byron Buxton. Justin Tapa is also an upcoming free agent, and then a slew of AAA, AA, minor league free agents. So many, many decisions coming down the pipeline. One of the big ones, obviously, is, did we just see the last of Byron Buxton in Minnesota? Is his Twins career going to end with a negative WAR season? Unknown to me. Obviously disappointing to miss the playoffs. We achieved our worst record of the 3 years. 86-76 in year 1, 94-68 year 2, and then this year 84-78. So that's pretty disappointing. But it is what it is. We will get through arbitration extensions, the player development lab, all the budget stuff we need to figure out how we are going to try to bounce back and make the playoffs next year. But that is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Year three didn't quite go the way we hoped. Let's see what we have in store for year four. And all that starts with free agency next time.